my car. So I've actually had my car since I gave birth to my son. Like, me and Jason have been driving the same car since I brought him home from the hospital. I have a Q50 Infiniti of 2016. So my car messed up this year, and he comes around and he's like, I'm going to get you guys a car. So I'm like, okay. The car would have actually been right on time because I don't live in Atlanta. I live like an hour out of Atlanta. And I started like taking just like black cars, Ubers, to go handle my business when I have to go do stuff in the city. And it was costly. So when he said I was calling him about a car, I was calling him about a car that he offered me. Not for him to buy me a car. He actually told me that he bought me a car for Mother's Day. He called me, he got my name, he got my driver's license number, he did all of this stuff. And it was like a month after Mother's Day, and he still had not gave me the car. Whole time, my car is messed up. And I explained to my mom, like, hey, listen, one night I was headed away on my hour drive home, and it was raining. And like I said, the axles are bad on my car. So the car, like, damn near did a 360 on the expressway with the water. Like, the water and the rain made it really hard to drive. So I'm like, listen, I called him. I was like, hey, this car is dangerous to drive. And, you know, me and Jason really do need a car. And he was like, okay, I'm going to give you the car. But the whole time I'm feeling like he's holding this car and he's holding the benefit. So at this point, I kind of feel like I'm in a situation where he's dangling what he can do or has done over my head, and he just wants to play like mind games with that. And it's like, it's a month after Mother's Day, and I'm on the expressway, and all of a sudden my car stops allowing me to accelerate. So I'm like, what the fuck? I ended up taking my car to the shop, and they told me that my transmission has bad, and I'm 1,000 miles over my warranty. So I'm calling him back like, hey, you said you bought us a car. This is the second year in a row you promised us a car. My transmission is bad, my axles are bad, and Jason actually needs a car. Like, are you gonna give us the car? Like, what's taking you so long to give us this car? But he's being him. So me and Jason actually needs a car. So of course, you guys know we're living in the middle of a pandemic, and me and Jason are taking these costly rides back and forth to get to the grocery store or to the city, wherever we have to go. And we're in and out of the car with complete strangers, you know, pretty much putting ourselves in a position to actually catch COVID-19 if one of our drivers could have possibly had it, because they've been driving around people all day. Some of you may be looking at it like, well, you should get your car fixed, and that's fine, like, which is what I ended up doing. But at the same time, I'm like, do anybody look at it and be like, damn, baby, like, why are you being petty like this? And it's like,